The recent video I made regarding the new configurations Nvidia is providing us for the free and performance tier of GeForce Now with the 5080 upgrade has sparked some controversy from members of the free tier. Since they got rid of the old RTX 2080 configuration and replaced it with the 3050 configuration, many were saying that the 2080 configuration was a better performing tier. Now, is this true? I have some benchmarks to compare. So disclaimer, I don't have many old benchmarks showcasing the performance on many games with the 2080, specifically the 2080C configuration as shown here, but I have a few to show you. Now, according to the website and all my benchmarks, the 3050 configuration did replace all of the previous free tier configurations, including the 2080. But how do they compare? Let's test the first game and the oldest free tier 20 benchmark I could find, Cyberpunk 2077. This benchmark was performed back in April of 2023. It's so old that the end results page doesn't even show the hardware specifications. But as you can see, it is the 2080 as shown in the GeForce Now stats. Now compare this to the 3050 configuration benchmark. Performance is a solid 60 FPS. But you'll have to know that Nvidia caps the free tier on this game at 60 no matter what. You'll see both hit a similar amount of frames. We'll never truly know who ran it better, but I did notice that the 2080 game settings were higher than the 3050. The 2080 is running a high ultra mix, while the 3050 is running a medium high mix. Just putting this out there. The game did have several updates between each benchmark. Now the next game I had a more recent benchmark was for Frag Punk. Frag Punk is a very optimized Unreal 5 game that didn't take much to run. I'll put both of these side by side. 2080 on the left and 3050 on the right. The benchmark for the 2080 on the free tier hit higher than 60 FPS back in March. But I do want you to notice something. Which one of these looks better? Which one of these are smoother? The 2080 configuration really stands out here. The graphical differences are almost night and day. What's weird is that the settings are basically the same. Is this a game thing? I do believe so. The 3050 has a mode called Visual Simplification, which is not on for the 2080, so the visual aspect isn't a fair comparison. But why does the 3050 need it and not the 2080? Now for my most recent benchmark of the free tier 2080, Marvel Rivals. I'm so glad I went back and got benchmark footage once I found out they added a benchmark for this game. Now I hope you stayed for this whole thing because this is the most important benchmark. The 2080 benchmark was poor versus the updated 3050 as you can see. And yes, all the graphic settings for both of these were set to low. Now for those saying right now, I definitely don't have those results for the 3050, I hear you. I ran the test again some hours later, and yes, the results were worse. A lot worse. Why? Check this out. I got a configuration even worse than normal. Only 5 GB of VRAM, and apparently the CPU ran a lot worse than the last time I ran it earlier in the day, according to this graph. Like, it's really bad. So yes, this 3050 configuration does a lot worse than the 2080. So yeah, free tier members might be getting even lower stats than what's presented on the configuration website. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, these are technically quote-unquote upgrades as in newer hardware, but it's definitely a downgrade when compared to the older 2080 configuration. This doesn't bode well for free users of the service. I'm pretty sure they did this on purpose to get you to upgrade to the other tiers. And if you were unsure before, here's proof. I'm actually pretty thrown back about this, but Nvidia is a business at the end of the day. A $5 trillion business, but I guess there's not many other companies offering you a way to play games for free, right? Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And if you like my comparison on the 2080 versus the newer 3050 configuration on GeForce Now, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place we can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.